Hi, welcome to Learn Phonics with Mami T. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the steps in teaching phonics. This will be a great guide for parents and teachers on how to teach young children to read and help a struggling reader to become a fluent and independent reader. Before we proceed with the steps in teaching phonics, let's just have a quick recap of what is phonics. I explain this in my introductory blog. Phonics is a way of teaching children and reading and writing words. In phonics teaching, children develop the most important skill in reading, which is phonemic awareness, the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate the sounds in speech language. The sounds in speech language are called phonemes, while the letters that represent them are called graphemes. In phonics, orthographic spelling patterns and decoding skills are explicitly and systematically taught through repeated practice. Words are made up of individual sounds. In phonics, children learn to decode words by sounding them out and blend the sounds together to read the word. Examples: k, a, t, cat, cat. Box, box, box. Fork, fork, fork. Now, let's go to the steps in teaching phonics. The steps is quite long, so please bear with me. The first step is prepare or gather the visual materials that you will be using in teaching. These are flashcards, index cards, writing pads, pencils. For parents, you can also have a small whiteboard, markers, coloring materials, and decodable books. Also, any other visual materials that will be helpful in teaching. In the next or following steps that I'm going to share with you, please remember these tips. Teach your child at least 15 minutes a day, 5 days in a week. Do not rush the following steps. Teaching just the vowel sounds and consonants. It will take 3 weeks or more, depends on your child progress. Do not pressure your child to easily memorize or remember these sounds in speech language. When you pressure them, they will develop fear in learning. They will become uninterested. Make the learning more fun to your child. Use variety of visual materials. Use real things or objects as an example. Add songs. Add fun games. Or even teach hand motion that will be great help for the children to remember the sounds being taught. You can also have drawing or coloring activities related to the sounds that is being taught. This will help the child to become more interested in your lesson. The second step after preparing or gathering the visual materials is to teach the short vowel sounds. Vowel sounds have long and short sound. Again, vowels are the sounds in speech language where air is unobstructed when produced. Now we were going to focus first on the short vowel sounds. What are these short vowel sounds? They are represented by these letters. The letter names A, E, I, O, U. E, E, O, A. That's the short vowel sounds. Drill until memorize. The third step in teaching phonics is teaching the consonant sounds. What are the consonant sounds? Consonant sounds are sounds in speech language where air is cut off either partially or completely when produced. These are consonant sounds, represented by letter B, D, F, G, H, K. K also the sound the same with letter C. L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. The sound of these consonant letters are B, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, W, X, Y, Z. In teaching this consonant sound, again, do not rush these steps. It will take time for the child to remember or to memorize these sounds. Teach at least 2 or 3 sounds a day. Give more examples. Do not rush. This is most important. Frequency and consistency is more important than the time spent in learning. Now let's go to the fourth step. After your child masters the short vowel sound and the consonant sounds, you can now teach him orally how to blend 2 sounds together. 2 letter blends, like B, A, B, ba, D, A, D, A, da, F, A, fa, fa, R, E, re, re, T, E, t, E, te, I, n, in, o, n, on, o, mo, f, a, fa, fa, as, eat, eat. Keep practicing until blending is automatic. The 5th step is teaching the 3-letter blends in words. 3 sounds. Example, at, mat, set, win, win, fun, log, love. Keep the drill or keep practicing until the blending is automatic. This is actually CBC pattern. It's consonant, vowel, consonant. So you can give him more practice. You can at least give him a week until they can read these 3-letter words or 2-letter words correctly. The 6th step is teach the double consonant or the twin consonant endings. Like, these are the double consonant or twin consonant endings. Normally, this is for one syllable word. This is for double L, double S, double F, and K. This letter C and letter K. This is only one sound. K. Like in the word b-e-l, pel, k-i-s, kiss, p-a-f, puff, r-a-k, rock. The seventh step is teaching the consonant blends. These are just examples of the consonant blends, like b, r, like in the word bring, c, then r, cr, ab, crab, cl, like the word clap, gl, like the word gloves, fl, like the word floor, dr, like in the word drum, str, like in the word string. These are two or three consonant blends. So there are actually lots of consonant blends where I'm going to give example this in separate videos. After this consonant blends, you can now teach your child few of tricky words or high frequency word. This is normally we call sight words because this word doesn't follow with the rules in phonics. So what are these example? Like this word the, one, we, she, he, does. Now next step, ninth step, teach your child short phrases and simple sentences. Teaching short phrase or sentence, child's comprehensions is developed. Children are normally inquisitive, so once they encounter new words, they will normally ask what's the meaning, why, how. So answer them to the best way that you can. Here are some short sentence or short phrase that you can teach to your child. These are just so simple. So a fat cat. What is fat? A big can. What is big? The cat is fat. What is fat? She has a bag. Who has a bag? Give your child lots of practice giving short phrase and short sentences, just using simple words. Next step, 10th step, teach some digraphs. What are digraphs? These are sound speech language where two consonants makes one sound. Here are example of digraphs. CH sound is ch, like in chop. SH, sh, like in ship. TH, soft sound and hard sound, like in that. Another one, this in that. Soft sound and hard sound of TH. Another digraph, like in the final sound in the word rang or ring. Wing. Like in the final sound of the word sank. PH. The sound is just like the sound of F. Like in the word phone. Keep practicing your child with short sentences and short phrase with new sounds learned. Now, next step, 11th step, teach your child with the long vowel sounds in their spelling patterns. Normally, if it's one syllable and ends with E, letter E is silent and the first vowel says its letter name. like in the word cake. K, a, k, cake, and letter E is silent, like here in the word. So this one, the word cake, k, a, k, letter E is silent, and this one says the letter name, a, k, a, k, cake. Now here are examples. Here are some examples of the long A sounds and other spelling alternatives. This A8, this one like bake, cake, lake, make. Those are just example. A like in the word rain. A as in tray or play. A as in 8. So they have the same sounds. And this one let E, long E. E as in the middle sound, feet. This one is in the middle sound, meat. Then IE with the magic E rule, like in the word kite. This says the letter name, and this one is silent. Then IGH, like in the word right or fight. This one had the same sound. And O with magic E also, like in the word bone, cone. This letter O says the letter name O. O also. This one as in the word road. It's long O. And this one O. Same sound, like in the word toe. And this one with magic E also, like in the word tune. The first vowel sound is says its letter name, like T, U, N. This silent, the last vowel sound is silent. Then the word, in the word few, this is U sound also, few. So keep practicing your child with this. Give him more examples. Give him at least 3 or a week for him to practice this. After new sounds learned, teach your child with short phrases and short sentences. Again, practice makes perfect. So what's the next step? Step number 12. In this one, you can add more high frequency or tricky words. There are lots of high frequency words lists, so you can actually search it in the internet. Now the 13th step. Teach your child the diphthongs. These are 2 vowels that makes 1 sound. These are diphthongs. Oi, like in the word soil. Oi, like in the word toy. Ow, like in the word loud. Ow, like in the word brown. Next step, teach your child with the R control vowel sounds like this one, as in burn, R as in farm, or as in worm, your as in cure. Give your child a lot of examples, and also practice teaching him with short phrase and short sentences with this new sounds learned. Then next step, I think this will be the last step now. Teach your child with some special sounds, like in this one. AW sound like in the word jaw, paw. Ok, like in the word talk. This special sound when letter C is followed by letter I, E, or Y, this sound becomes the sound of letter S, like in the word circle, cycle, the name Celine. Also, another special sound, So when the sound of letter G So this another special sound when letter G becomes the sound of letter J, like in the word giraffe. So the same as with letter C when it's followed by letter E, letter I, E, or letter Y. So the sounds become letter J. J. Like in the word gym, giraffe, age. It's followed by E, I, and Y. So the letter G becomes the sound of letter J. J. After knowing all the sounds and speech language and the spelling rules, you can now give your child a decodable books which he can read by his own. Continue to give your child phonics lesson even if he can read already. Normally, it will take a year or more of reinforcement to have these phonics skills become permanent in your child's learning. So that's for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. God bless.